Livingston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya! Creature features and all creatures and all creatures, and the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Don't get you tonight.
Oh, good Lord. Bloody bees again?
It is the sequel to Savage Bees, which you presented in July.
Savage bees? You mean to tell me that some twit concluded that film was so exceptional that it warranted a sequel?
Do not berate me. I no longer choose the films you present, remember?
Oh, bangers and bloody mash.
Your viewers await.
Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. With me is the keeper of my extravagant estate, Mr. Livingston. And over to this side would be my lovely housemate, Tangela, who brings a sense of daintiness and fashion to the mildew-scented halls of this vast mansion. Let us now chat about tonight's film, which is Terror Out of the Sky from 1978. Not to be confused with Terror in the Sky from 1971, which was a film about passengers on a jumbo jet who suffer food poisoning and proceed to vomit upon one another in both the first class and steerage compartments of a West Coast bound flight. Tangela says it should neither be confused with the 2010 documentary film Terror in the Skies, plural, which concerns the sighting of a prehistoric flying reptile over the windy city of Chicago. This film stars Ephraim Zimbalist Jr., who you might recall was the star and mastermind behind the syndicated series The FBI. Essentially, the film is roughly the same story as Savage Bees, but now includes a marching band and a school bus. I kid you not. But joining us to make a bad situation better will be magician Kevin the Cap. He'll wow us with some of his magic and show us other tricks of his trade. Isn't everything a magician does a trick of the trade? And he'll also tell us amusing stories about the adventures he's had whilst doing what he does. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of magical beehive fright right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Creature Features. We are with Kevin the Cap. You know, I think it should be Kevin with the Cap. Should be your moniker.
Rebranding is very expensive.
It is, right? To add that extra word,
right,
would probably cost you several $100s,
right, a
maybe
day,
more.
Yeah,
right,
lost
right.
gigs.
But you know, I when they told me Kevin the Cap was coming, I thought it's going to be a fine chapeau, and lo and behold, it is.
Shucked.
Very nice. No, that looks brand new.
Yeah, I got it for a very high-end gig a couple of years ago, and I love it. So I use it only for special occasions like coming here to Paducah Bay.
Wonderful. Well, you know, it's nice if it starts to rain. It happens here sometimes because, you know, we're so close to the ocean. So. Anyways, you're a magician.
True.
And we love magicians.
Very pleased to be here.
How long have you been doing this?
My bad judgment started at age 8, like so many American boys. I got the magic kit.
Right.
And unlike most American boys, I didn't have the good sense to stop. I stopped for college a little bit, and I stopped for early adult life, and then I resumed in the about year 2000, came back to magic.
I've heard the same tale told with guitars before. It's like, oh, I picked it up when I was 8, and then I stopped for a while, and then I started again, and
Right.
No, it's a childhood love,
Right.
which came back. But I bet you make more money doing magic than most people make with a guitar.
I'm also a musician from a line.
Oh, you do?
From fourth generation. I have musicians on both sides of the
What
family.
do you play?
Piano.
Piano.
And I've
We have a few of those around here.
I've heard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And a pipe organ.
And the pipe organ I've never played.
You know, that cost me 10,000 quid to have fixed.
They are very expensive to maintain.
No, they don't make them anymore.
And that too.
You can't just ring Cleveland and say, I need parts for this.
Right. They'll say, you want to buy a synthesizer, buddy?
No, I had to have a carpenter carve each stop, recreate each stop.
No.
Yes.
Seriously?
No.
That's
Well,
serious.
Somebody poured a gallon of vodka in the thing. A prior resident,
That's very
not
rude.
me. I
Very,
never
very
do this.
rude. Sorry about that.
All right, so Terror Out of the Sky. It's a B film.
Excited to see it.
And I don't mean B as in quality. I mean B as in insect.
okay.
These are insects, right?
Yes.
Not birds or mammals.
No. I'm very
Right.
sure on that.
So bees are insects, and there are bees in this film, and I suppose they are the terror that comes out of the sky. Could be wrong. 1978. It's called Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.
I'm excited.
Do you remember that show, FBI?
I remember Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. I do not remember the show's
Show
name.
called FBI. It was a Quinn Martin production. It was.
You have an excellent memory.
No, I read up about things right before we chat, and then they are forgotten by the time we go back to the film.
Good trick.
It's true. No. It's called they call it here cramming. That's what I do. I'm a crammer, or I'm a kramer, one of the two. All right, so let's start this film. When we come back, you're going to show us a wonderful trick.
Thank you.
All right.
Pleasure.
Off we go to Terror Out of the Sky. We shall return with Kevin the Cap soon. Don't go away. I think we're going to see some magic in a moment. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Anyways, welcome back.
It's very nice to be
You know,
here.
nice film so far. Except I'm very sad to inform our viewers that one of the stars of this show, Dan Haggerty, he died in 2016. Grizzly Adams.
The nerve.
But I wonder if his death was caused by a bear.
To find out that was the case would be unbearable.
That would be quite unbearable, or it could be unbelievable. Believable.
I see what you did there.
Right? If it was like Killer Bees, because that's what this film is about. Killer Bees, Terror Out of the Sky. Anyways, it is the sequel to Savage Bees. Did you see when we ran Savage Bees?
You know, I was out of town that week.
Oh. Well, you know, we do supply this to YouTube, which makes it somewhat rather perpetual.
YouTube was not being, it was down in my neighborhood for 2 weeks.
I think this man is a master fibber, not just a magician. Anyways, we're going to find out. So, this
I'm sorry,
arrangement you have.
Is this yours?
No, because if there's money in it, it is not mine.
It's not yours? Okay, that's good.
I see a flame.
Yep, no, it was a small flame. It doesn't matter.
All
It's
right. No, there are flammable things in this home, just so you know.
Do you recognize these two guys?
It looks like if two clowns got together for a
For a little fun?
makeup session.
I like that. Actually, this is Eenie. Have you ever seen Eenie before?
Eenie?
Eenie.
Eenie.
And this is Miney.
Eenie Meenie.
No, Meanie is not in town this week. She's watching YouTube.
Heiny and Miney?
Yeah, Eenie and Miney.
Eenie, Miney.
Yeah, let me show you. You're going to take, I'm going to take Miney, but you're going to take Eenie and you're going to make a decision. Go ahead and close your hand.
Right.
And turn it over.
Right.
And you're going to make a decision. Do you want Eenie to come to Miney, or do you want Miney to come to Eenie? It is your decision. You're the boss.
I think mine should visit you.
Okay.
So I don't know who has what.
It's okay. Now, just wait. 1, 2. Did you feel it leave your hand?
No.
Mine is gone. Let's check on yours.
Oh, look at this. I think the first one was like a bacteria and it replicated itself.
Magic
That's what I think.
replication.
These are wonderful. I need a pair of these.
I'm
I
gonna
don't have
order
a
them.
pair of those.
I got them on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, but when it was working that week.
Oh, so it's a YouTube has like a mail order service as well.
Only for magic balls.
All right.
Niche
All right.
market.
No, that's a good market. Show me something else.
Oh, with pleasure. This is a ring that a lot of people notice on my hand. It's got an owl
Right.
on it. It's very attractive and heavy. And I had some medical difficulties 21 months ago, and I'm struggling a little bit with some of the tricks that are harder like this.
Right,
So
right.
I'm going to take this off and see if this hand is strong enough to do what it normally does.
Right.
Okay? If you guys can all watch this hand very carefully and watch it do its thing. 1, 2, 3.
My goodness. I saw that whole thing close up. That was magic. No trickery, no strings, no strings attached.
And the ring
right?
really does come off. It's not attached to my
Oh, how
finger.
wonderful. Look at this. I need a ring like that as well. All right, what do you say we get back to the film?
I'd love
When we
to.
come back, I want to see another of your tricks.
We shall.
All right, off we go to Terra Out of the Sky. And I think we're going to do letters next, but when we come back, we'll do another trick. All right, see you soon. Bye. Hello friends, Tangela and I would like to take a moment to compel you to join Creature Features TV. It is our new streaming service that offers you early access to Creature Features from your computer or your favorite set-top device. You can see the full archive of Creature Feature episodes, movies we've yet to present on the show, a library of items from the original program, plus many other items you won't find anywhere else. Your small yet generous subscription fee not only supports the operation of the service, but actually helps finance the creation of our show. It's a very inexpensive way to ensure that we'll be able to continue producing Creature Features for years to come. Not to mention it'll keep Tangela out of making mischief and wreaking havoc in the village as well. So please visit creaturefeaturestv.com to learn more. And thank you so much for your support. You do cause trouble.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to the show. Kevin stepped away. I think he's going to get one of those giant boxes where you place a lady inside and you cut the box, but not the lady. You know the trick of
And what lady would you be thinking?
I think she should volunteer. No, she could do it. No, but I think what she
I
would
would
do.
like that.
No, you know what she'd do? She'd put him inside and she'd cut him in half and she'd actually cut him in half. You know how many half people we have upstairs because of her practicing magic? No, I jest. Anyways, it's mail time, so let's do some mail, right? You send us mail, and if we don't read this mail, they will send us more mail saying, "Why did you not read my mail?" And it's this like
Vicious
snowball.
cycle.
It is. All right, what do you got for me, Mr. Livingston?
Keon Aliascari.
You know, I'm glad you pronounced that name because I cannot. So I will say Keon. Good morning, Creature Features. My name is Keon from Virginia. I'm writing to tell you about a dream I had last night after watching your show and falling asleep to an old radio drama called Dimension X, which I highly recommend. I was staying at your mansion, which was kind of like a summer camp for adults. Long story short, you were all very hospitable, thanks. The highlights were we saw a few UFOs, which looked like digitized blobs, and I heard Tangela speak, which I'm sure folks will be jealous of. Anyway, keep up the good work and thank you for the hospitality. Well, thank you for the nice note, Keon. Good dream. You know, when I have dreams about the mansion, it's always about him running around yelling at people and her kicking people in the shins. That's about the only dream I have about this place. Well, I'm glad you had a good one, and we'll check out that Dimension X thing that you mentioned. Next up, sir.
It's one from Lynn Collins.
Lynn Collins. That sounds like a famous actress of some type.
Doesn't she, though?
All right, she goes. Dear Vincent, Mr. Livingston, and Tangela. How are you, Tangela? You haven't been talking much today. Yeah, sometimes she even gives me the silent treatment, which is odd, because typically she's always got a handout saying, more money, please. See, and she makes that face as well. She looks like a small orphan in a Dickens novel, does she not?
No.
All right, maybe not. I'm writing to you from Athens, Tennessee. Love your show and really love that it comes on at midnight here on the East Coast. I suppose it does it not?
3-hour time difference.
Right, we don't plan it that way. We want to show it earlier, but everyone in California says, oh, it's too early, I'm still eating dinner. I don't want to watch Creature Features doing dinner. So you poor souls on the East Coast have to stay up till midnight the next day. You know what's wrong with that?
What?
We're supposed to be a Saturday night show, and if they're watching us at midnight, we become the Sunday morning show. We're what you watch before church show comes on, or the farm report. Think about that.
I'll try not to.
No, we need to change our program to appear at 8:45 Pacific, and that way people on the East Coast will tune in before midnight and still watch us on Saturday. Don't make that confused look. I'm using logic and reason, I think. I was hoping that maybe on a future episode of Creature Features, you could take us on a tour of Polter Manor. Respectfully requesting, Lynn Collins. You know, we do want to do that soon. But, you know, most of the time the house is such a mess because of this one that, you know, I'm somewhat embarrassed to show it. And he would be mortified if I drag cameras out of the parlor. But we will one day, right?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for writing, Lynn. Last letter, Mr. Livingston.
Brenda Bradley from Roanoke, Virginia.
He saves the best for last every time, does he not? No response. All right. I know this is a bad one. Dear Creature Features, your show smells like an oyster's bad breath. You do screen these somewhat, don't you? A bit?
Somewhat.
The butler looks like a St. Bernard. He does sort of have that, should have a cask under his neck type look, does he not? The girl looks like a nice little lady who is always irregular.
Not sure how to take that.
No comment on that. And you, sir, look like a game show host that was ordered from Wish. You're right, you know. About the St. Bernard thing. That is all. Brenda Bradley, Roanoke, Virginia. All right, well, thanks for writing, Brenda. And send us a picture next time, and then we can do you. That it?
That's it.
That is it for letters. If you'd like to send us a letter of your own, visit Hello Creature Features. It's a website that's connected to our main site that tells you how to send us a letter because, you know, it's complicated. There's rules. There's things one must acknowledge, right?
Indeed.
Like, you know, don't send us your unwanted cousins or things like that. We do not accept those. And what are some of the other rules?
No live animals.
No live animals. And do not send manure. We no longer accept manure, although we did at one time, so... Anyways, check it out, and we will be back soon with Kevin the Cap. But first, let's get back to Terror Out of the Sky. Bzz. Friends, don't forget we've got a second YouTube channel. It's at cfextras.com. You'll find all the extra stuff we create there, so don't miss out. Subscribe today. Kevin, did you know that they used actual bees?
I was thinking they looked like real bees, which is pretty scary.
Well, you know, I'm told they did not have CGI in 1978, so they had to use real bees. But, you know, lots of bees die in this film.
It's a slaughter.
I don't think they could make this film today because the people from the Bees of America would come and say, no.
They would say, you know, that'd be wrong.
That would be quite wrong. Anyways, welcome back to the show. We've got Kevin the Cap, magician extraordinaire. He's going to show me another trick, and it's a card trick.
We're going to do a couple card tricks. The first one I'd like to do is while we have your attention, I'd like you, Vincent, to please shuffle those cards for us.
Shuffle. Now, I don't know how to do a shuffle like a proper.
You don't have to do a proper shuffle.
Can I just cut it a few times?
Yes, you can.
And like mix it up?
But you have to be convinced because it's going to just sit there for a while and marinate.
Marinate?
I'm going to check my ID while you do that. And that's not my...
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's somebody else's. That's another magician. That's Ash K. It's a magician I manage. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's wrong wallet. Thank you.
Right. No. So the flame, that's what my money looks like. It's like it's
on fire.
gone. It's up in smoke.
It's on fire.
All right, there you go.
That was very good. Now, I'm just going to let them rest here so people could see that you shuffle those cards there as you want them.
I shuffle those cards.
Right.
Right.
Right. And these are cards.
Right.
Yep, there's one there. Okay. Now, this is another deck of cards that you don't get to shuffle because that took a lot of time.
That took too much time.
Yeah, sorry. So go ahead and just take a card. This is a cowboy trick.
A cowboy trick.
Yeah,
I like
really,
cowboy
really.
trick.
So these are all, I will show the camera, these are all different cards,
One would hope.
or it would be stupid. So you go ahead and take one of those.
It would be silly.
It would be silly.
Any one of these.
Any one of those.
Any one of these.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
And show it to the camera,
But not you.
but not me, because
Don't look. Don't look.
I don't know if
There it is.
you know that Kevin in Gaelic means control issues. So this
I
is
had
very
no
difficult
idea.
for me.
All
It's
right.
true. And now we're going to do a trick that, again, is my cowboy trick. I'm going to take off my chapeau. I'm going to take the deck of cards, and I'm going to put the cards in here.
That looks painful.
And I always keep in the chapeau an unusual object.
Rope.
Because if you are going to be a magician, you have to be very flexible. So what we're going to do with the rope is we're going to lower it into the cap. And I'm going to try to do two things, Vincent. I'm going to try to find your card, and without reaching back into the cap, I'm going to try and lasso it. Would that be fairly impressive?
That is a cowboy trick if I've ever heard one.
Right. I'm not sure it will work. This is the second hardest trick I'm going to
All
do
right,
today.
let's go. Let's see.
Ready? Okay. So
Here goes.
into the cap it goes. Don't be a cowboy. It's hard. I'm going to reach in just a little bit because it's too hard.
This is like a magic. You're like one of those Mad Hatters. Oh, you're not? Oh my goodness.
I have a card, but I don't know if it's your card.
Well, just the mere fact that you have a card is a trick in and of itself, is it not?
It was. Was your card the 3 of clubs?
No.
Oh, sorry. 3 of diamonds?
Oh, he did that on purpose.
It's true.
That's amazing.
I thought you would enjoy that.
So, we've got a problem with goats.
With ghosts?
Goats.
Goats.
Like the animal bat.
On
goat.
Bodega Bay.
No. This man, Tangella has over 100 goats.
I did not
and
know.
Sometimes we cannot catch one that needs to be attended to. So we're thinking maybe after the show you can.
It's only good with cards. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if we were to put the goat into card-shaped trousers? Would that help?
I think that's a niche market, but we could check it out.
All right, we'll think about it. What do you say? Get back to the film?
I'd love to.
All right, off we go to Terror Out of the Sky, 1978. We will be back with another trick soon. Don't go away. I'll be sad if you do.
Hi, Vincent and Tangella. This is Brittany from Wichita, Kansas, and I love your channel. It is my favorite. I love everything spooky and Halloween. I love the retro horror films. But I just want to tell you guys are the best, all of you. Love you guys.
I need to make a promise to our viewers. This will be the last B movie we show in some time. No, this is the second one we've shown. We repeated the first one before. So I'm making these poor people watch all these bees, and I'm sure they want to see like the birds. And we cannot get that film. So we're showing the bees and no birds. Makes no sense. Anyways, welcome to the show. If you are just joining us, we are watching Terror Out of the Sky with Kevin the Magician with a cap. And we've got another trick, but I'm wondering what's going on with this trick.
It's building tension. Can you feel it?
No, I think it's building like spring-like a tension. All right. Oh.
So like right now you're feeling, you shuffle the cards, you see a violin before you, the world's smallest violin.
This.
Yes.
Right.
Which says, it's so hard to feel tension in theater. That's what the violin is playing very quietly right now.
I cannot hear it, but
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you say so,
It's
I
super
believe you.
quiet.
I believe you. All
It's
right.
very subtle. Listen, can you hear it now?
No,
I'll turn it up.
I think you're slightly mad.
My last name is Madden, so that would make sense.
Oh, all right. Well, so there is no volume control on a violin, only on guitar.
There is. It's very, very small.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
No. He's a magician.
No, I'm a pen owner. This is a pen, and these are quarters. Now, normally, one of the things that's changed for magicians is that we used to ask our audience to borrow dollar bills or borrow coins.
Right.
And no, nobody carries dollar bills and coins. And so I
a
actually
good point.
bring them to gigs. Vincent, I'd like you to choose between these two. I've limited your choices somewhat for the interest of time.
So we have
pick
two
a quarter.
quarters.
Yeah, pick one.
Just point.
Yes, and touch it, and I'll throw the other one away.
I will touch this one.
And that's the one you want.
Don't throw it away, though. You can
I'll
use
put it
that
over
for a
here.
parking meter.
Thank
if
you.
you have to park somewhere.
Very, very thoughtful.
All right, so there's my quarter.
And now I have a very, very expensive
I was
pen
going to say,
holder.
that looks pricey.
It's really nice with a really, really cheap Sharpie inside of it. And somebody said, don't use cheap Sharpies, it looks tacky. So
That's
put the
clever.
nice thing
You're going to
on.
make me write something on
I'm going to
that
make you
quarter.
write something, Vincent. I'd like you to write any symbol so that you would be confident that that is your quarter.
All right. So
Just write anything on it that you'd like. You could write your initials. You could do a little drawing. You could put a mustache on George, which is disrespectful, but people do that.
So I'm going to write. I know what to write.
He's writing a small novel, ladies and gentlemen.
No, just one word.
Could you be so kind as to tell me the word of the magic quarter?
The magic word is bullocks.
Bullocks or buttocks?
Bullocks.
Okay. It's a little wet. It's a little wet, as they tend to be.
Blow on it. If you blow.
What? If I blow what?
If you blow.
Yes.
It shall dry. All right, here we go.
Is that good?
That
Did I do a good
that
job?
looked painful, but it works. All right.
I'm
There we
trying
go.
to put a lot of volume in there.
all right.
Okay. So we have a quarter with the word bullocks on it, and I'm going to
Right.
ask you to extend your hand.
Right.
Bullocks, I'm going to ask you to close your hand around that.
All right.
I'm going to ask you, now through the leather, you will not feel what's happening right now. You're wearing leather gloves, which is
Right.
unusual because you are an unusual fellow, Vincent.
I've heard.
And but if you did not have that on, you would feel it getting warm right now.
I feel it warm. Yes.
No, you can't.
No, I do
Through the
feel it.
leather?
I do feel warm.
I love that when they're so
Yes.
suggestible.
This is like part of my skin.
I see. It's an extension
No,
of
no,
you.
this is lamb leather,
Vincent.
and it's so thin.
Right. That's
It's like wearing latex.
That's for the product that I bought. Yes, it's the same. So now, at some point, that's enough. Go ahead and open your hand slowly and examine the quarter and hold it up to the camera. And you'll see something unusual about the quarter.
Right. Something unusual about the quarter.
It's now quite bent.
Oh, it wasn't like this before.
No.
I don't know if this is going to come up on the camera.
Power.
It's bloody bent. What'd you do?
You did it with your superpowers.
Oh, I do have superpowers.
your
No, I
lambskin
don't.
gloves.
You did this.
No.
With your superpowers.
It's now, you could really see it on the wood. It's quite
That's a
unflat
quarter
now.
bending trick.
And the amount of force that it takes to bend a quarter is far beyond my meager capacity. So congratulations on doing some magic.
That was incredible, and that was my quarter. So he did not swap it with a pre-bent.
No, because it's
quarter.
your
Yeah,
word on it.
Right. No, it's my writing. It's my signature. It's what I put on the
Very nicely
wall
done.
if I have a can of spray paint. Very nice. All right, so we're still saving this one?
We're saving that one.
All right, let's get back to the film.
I'm excited.
All right, back to Terror Out of the Sky. And when we come back, we're going to see more tricks, right? Maybe?
If I'm not in terror.
We'll see. All right, off we
very
go.
suggestible.
Movie, don't go away. Bye.
Hello, this is Mr. Livingston. It would appear I have been tasked with requesting you to help our show financially by visiting our Patreon page. Your generosity will help us keep Creature Features on the air. With only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new entertainment for your viewing pleasure each and every week. And if you have the desire to give more, you might even receive a gift from Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
Right, where did it go? Andrew, the devil take you, there's something seriously wrong with your man. What were you changed by the fairies as a child? Give me the bloody corpse. Disgusting.
Do you know, Kevin, this film, the crew, kept getting stung by bees.
I would imagine so.
No, well, if they had the CGI bees,
No
there'd
singing.
be no stinging unless, I suppose, if they program the CGI to sting. I don't know how these things work. It's complex. No, so all right. So in the new days, they would use a computer, and in the old days, they have to use real bees. But they didn't use real sharks in Jaws.
Really?
No,
Nobody told me.
no real sharks. No, it was a large mechanical thing that apparently kept failing. Anyways, we'll get to the end of this film in a moment, but we've got more magic, right?
We do.
I love
we
magic.
built a lot of tension, you know?
We did.
And so this is I'm going to turn off the violin if you don't mind. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to just turn off. Sorry. And I'm going to have you take this deck of cards that you shuffled for us in
Right.
plain sight.
Right.
And has been sitting there staring at you, building tension.
It's been bothering me because I went to all the work to shuffle it, and
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So you're going to take this deck of cards and you're going to go like this, and you're going to discard them neatly in a pile, one at a time.
All right.
Okay. Go
This will
ahead.
take all night. I
No,
hope
no,
you
no,
have
you're-
nothing to do.
don't worry, don't worry.
Right. Discard them in a pile.
Just discard them in a pile.
Ace of
maybe
clubs.
do it here so we could see it really well for the contrast of the
All
color.
right. There we go.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Five
Good.
of that.
And you're
The
taking your
queen
time,
of-
feeling, staring at the cards. Look at the cards.
Right.
Look at the cards. Just feel your way through the cards.
No, so what am I doing
You're
here?
going slower. Just don't rush. It's very important not to rush.
All right.
Because, Vincent, if you rush, it might not work. Very, very slow, very relaxed. Deep breath. Connect with the cards. Connect
I
with
do
the
not
cards.
connect
Now,
with
stop.
cards.
Whenever you want to stop, do so. Whenever you want to stop.
One more. Can I do one more?
You could do one more. Outstanding. And then go ahead and put those down right here.
Right there.
Now, these are all these cards that are quite mysterious that he didn't stop on. And you could have stopped anywhere, but you stopped there. The next card is this card, which
Right.
is a Two of Hearts, which is very interesting. Now, I just want to show the audience.
It's not though.
It's not?
It's not interesting.
Not yet.
All right.
Because I made a prediction.
All right.
See, all these cards are different. And you could have stopped anywhere.
One would hope.
But you stopped there. Is there an upside down card? No, there's not even an upside down card. There's just cards. And you stopped with the last card being that 2.
At the top of the deck,
Now,
right?
behind the violin, you might have noticed there's an envelope.
No.
Vincent, yeah, that black envelope.
That's an envelope.
That's an envelope. And it's just big enough to hold one card.
Oh, show me. It's going to be the two of violins, is it not?
I don't know. There's only one card, ladies and gentlemen. Only one in our vast studio.
Oh, the
audience.
suspense is killing us. Show us. Yes. Oh, see what he did. How did he know? How did he predict this? You're psychic.
You stopped on that card.
So, can you predict how this movie ends?
There's going to be a lot of bee death. A lot of bee death.
Good prediction, right?
I think more humans are going to die.
Hopefully.
Or whine a lot.
Hopefully more humans will die than bees.
Right. Lots of whining.
But then I think the principles will live happily ever after.
There's not a nuclear bomb that kills all the bees?
No.
Oh.
No, I know that for a fact. Okay. Or else I would have renamed this film Nuclear Bomb Bee Movie. All right. Who knows? All right. Wonderful trick. Let's get back to the film. And when we come back, we're going to find out what you are doing next, right?
Thank you.
All right. And don't you go away when the credits roll, because Tangela will be sitting here looking at the camera going, where did they go? And she becomes quite perturbed when this happens. So stick around. We'll see you after the credits.
Dear viewers, if I may have a moment of your time, recent changes in the YouTube algorithm have severely impacted our revenue, threatening the future production of creature features. We rely on our YouTube income to continue production of the show. Sadly, this revenue has become unreliable. We are asking for your help. By subscribing to Creature Features TV, you can help us sustain production costs despite these challenges. For a small monthly fee, you will have access to all Creature Features episodes, early access to new episodes, a selection of unique films, and much more, all delivered to you free of commercial advertising. Your generous support will go directly to the production of the show, negating our need to rely on any ad revenue from YouTube. Please visit creaturefeaturestv.com and subscribe today. Your support is vital and greatly appreciated. Thank you. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
And that ends Terror Out of the Sky. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. is dead. How sad. Did you like this film? No, she likes Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. because he did all the shows. She likes TV from the 70s. No. And she was watching from up in the mezzanine, and no, she didn't like that ending. And I somewhat agree. Ephraim Zimbalist should have lived, and maybe Grizzly Adams should have died instead. I don't know. You put something in the comments. Tell us who you think should have died. Somebody has to die of bees. Anyways, we'll show that movie again someday, but not today, because we're going to talk about what you're doing next, which is...
Thank you. Magic. So I've been doing magic professionally for over 20 years, and you can go to my website and see more about me.
Which is?
KevinTheCap.com.
I'm going to put it on the screen in front of my knee because they could...
KevinTheCap.com.
No, it's over in front of my knee.
Oh, sorry, your knee.
Kevin the Cap. Right?
Gesticulate.
I didn't know that was your website. I thought maybe you worked on the Love Boat once and they gave me a badge. They should keep the badge.
Yeah. Everybody forgets magicians' names.
Boat, soon we'll be making
you have excellent pitch.
Run.
Are you a keyboard player?
No, I'm terrible.
That was
I play. I played. That was the first instrument I ever played was a pipe organ.
No kidding.
No, I played.
Is that a euphemism in England?
I played in Luton, and then I took over guitar. And that made more money than the pipe organ, but now I'm back on the pipe organ.
Congratulations.
Old men should not play guitars. Just remember that. Anyways, all right, so you've got gigs coming up. People can hire you if...
Yes, they can. And my big thing is that I'm transitioning into the world of being a speaker. Because, I have like a lot of entertainers. I have ADHD, and several friends of mine said, you could tell your life story and people will pay you at conventions and bureaus to tell your story. And about magic, I said, lots of entertainers have ADHD. But then I had a stroke, and a stroke is fancy. And people are very curious about my life. And I'm happy to share about my life and my journey back to magic.
Would this be like in a medical facility, perhaps, that you would talk about?
It'd be for any convention where they have hundreds of thousands of people who are easily bored and want an articulate speaker.
That's a higher fee that you can charge.
That is correct.
Right. No, that's very nice. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kevin, for coming on the show and showing us your tricks. And we hope next time you're in town, you'll come see us again.
I would love to. I love Bodega Bay.
Yes. And as far as you guys go, thank you so much for watching our silly little program. We know you could have been watching like Saturday Night Live or something like that, but instead you chose us. And for that reason, we love you, and we hope to see you next week. So, Kevin, I'm thinking, that little trick that you pulled with the whole card and the picking thing, maybe you could show me how to do that.
I can't show you, but I could show her.